Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of our Oxygen Not Included Let's Play. Last time, we planned out our bathroom area here, and we're working on getting ourselves our great mess hall, that way the stress will go down. We really just need Frankie to nail it on one of these sculptures and we'll be good. Until then, it's going to be a little bit rough. But in the meantime, we have our airlocks, this one finally up and running, this one soon. Hashtag trademark soon. Valve time is around the time that this one's going to get done, I think. But we have all this going up, and questioning whether or not I should dig out a little bit more here so I can set up a liquid reservoir. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. We'll just have it here, and we'll set up an airlock here for now, and eventually we will flood this area with gas, and we'll close off this this airlock. But until then, we're just going to have a liquid reservoir to store our germy water when we're done with it. And I suppose let's start getting our lavatories and wash stations up and running. We'll start with just one sink. Yeah, one sink. And one lavatory. Yes. I think we're going to set it up like this. We'll have two sinks in front of this lavatory ultimately, but we're gonna stagger it a little bit. The advantage of doing it this way as opposed to just having like 4 lavatories, 4 sinks, is that dupes can reach the lavatory sooner. And because of the way that we have our schedule set up, this means that we won't have a huge. We won't have dupes running all the way down here to go to the lavatory and then coming back. Instead, they'll just be able to go just a few tiles deep, get to the lavatory, and start going. So I think we're going to set one up here, and yeah, I think we're good on that. We do want to do a little bit of pumping here to get these going. So I will need to set up as well, just for the moment, some power. We can work out some more of this later, but for now, I think this is the important step. Getting this just up and running. I suppose we'll set up a battery as well here. I don't really want to, but seems like necessary evil for the moment. Just to get this up and running for the moment. And we are going to set up a liquid reservoir as soon as we have that research done. We're working on some other stuff, temperature modulation for the moment, but I think we will go to the liquid reservoir. We will pump out our germy water there. This will be a backup place, of course, for when, for whatever reason, I don't have these up and running. But I do want to start conserving my water. This is kind of a waste of the water that you're getting out of your dupes for the moment, and the sooner we get off that to something else, the better. We do have access to airlocks. I think we will set one up. Set one up right here. Base tile, we'll do this with granite as well. We'll ultimately want to put some sort of insulating tile here, I think. But for now, we're just going to leave things as they are right here. And plumbing. First, let's check. They're not getting any of this stuff done quite yet. Still working on all this. Plumbing. So we're going to want a liquid pipe. Can make it out of pretty much anything. Sandstone is fine. And we're going to have this pump. Somebody's going to supply all of this. We'll just have it take care of these two for now. And then these are going to come up here. And they're going to go out here. In fact, before we do this, let's dig out here. And maybe we want to start replacing with insulated tile. We're not under a huge rush right now because we're not going to expose this to chlorine right away. So let's instead just do granite tile here, and plumbing, liquid pipe, we'll just continue with this sandstone. Like so. Alright, perfect. Still doing well with food. Calories slowly going up, slowly accumulating. We have more or less an area here that we can start storing food and keeping it fresh. Right now this stuff is starting to slowly go stale. We don't have a huge overproduction of food, so we're kind of fine in that people are eating it before it goes stale, but eventually we're going to want to sort all that out. Oxygen-wise, we've had the terrariums off for a little bit, but we'll get them back online once we set up our bathroom. We got the initial burst of oxygen that we cared about, just to keep the base going until we could set more stuff up. That's usually what a lot of this game is just getting enough resources to go to the next point and then jumping off. Let's deconstruct all these. Still, stress is slowly climbing up, and eventually we are going to need... We're going to need to hit it with one of these sculptures. We do have other options, I suppose, that kind of break what we're trying to do here, but we could do like a hanging plant. In fact, maybe we do that here. It doesn't hurt us in any way, right? So let's go to our decor. Might as well get these in here, I suppose. I don't think this is going to be enough, though. Do we want to just set it up right here? Seems fine. Yeah, sure. Alright. We're going to set up a couple hanging pots. Because we're not going to put a painting here anyways. So this is just a little bit extra decor we can throw in here. And then, I don't think this will be enough to meet the requirement for the room, but at least Frankie will get a little bit less stress as an artist. He's slowly climbing up. Because she'll be hanging around this nice decor. We probably should be improving the decor for Nisbet down here. Stinky's really the one that's suffering, though, because the miner spot is the most stressful of all. But don't worry, Stinky. Hang in there. Hang in there. We'll get you that sculpture that you want, so you can sit in the room that you want and do all that stuff. Hang in there, Stinky. Start work on our liquid reservoir, which is ultimately going to be the place that we deposit our germy water from the bathrooms. This is a pretty ghetto setup for now, but we just need to get some water coming in here to get these running. Well, we're going to set up a different thing once we have this kind of figured out. Ultimately, it's going to be a closed cycle, but we're slowly processing this water into polluted water and whatnot. Yeah, so not enough water at the moment. Where are things going? There's no outlet here, right? Yeah, output pipe full. That happens quick. And no germs are generated though, right? Some germs were generated. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, we don't have a liquid reservoir set up right now, so I'm surprised they even tried to use that, I guess. But we already have the pipe in place. Yeah, let's try these. Briar seeds, go. And furniture. You can do it, Frank. I believe in you, girl. You're gonna get us the painting that'll blow us all away and lower all the stress levels, because we just need something over 20 to trigger this. We could also just venture out here once we have these airlocks done and grab ourselves some fiber. I mean, this is all... Huh. Yeah, this is all caustic biome, unfortunately. So we do not actually have a lot of good, easy access to fiber. That's fine. We don't have access to refined metal either, so stick with the sculptures for now. Come on, Frankie. Come on, Frankie. We believe in you. Stinky believes in you. He wants you to succeed. Desperately wants you to succeed. He's at 60% stress because he's so scared of not having the accoutrements necessary for him to do his job, like a Great Hall. I'm still not entirely sure how that quite works. It makes sense, but does it really make sense? It's like they want to be paid more, you know, and we're not paying them enough, so they get stressed. Auto bottler is on. How are you not doing things here? Well, just in case, let's dig out this area. This has access to water, right? Yeah, it does have access to water. Why is anyone ever showing up as idle? I don't know. I suppose we could start working on this area right here before we get all this done. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. We can dig out a little bit here. Oh, are we a Great Hall now? Did that do it? Did the hanging plot do it? Really? Wow, okay. Well, we're still gonna have you practice a little bit, Frankie, because we need you to do some work here, but we're also just gonna get rid of these. Wow, so that did it. Okay, well, stress will start coming down. I did not think that would be enough. The hanging pot was just a briar plant, but apparently it was. And this is basically gonna be a permanent feature of this Great Hall. Oh, great. Skill increase, creativity raised to 1. Thank goodness. Maybe we'll get something good. Alright, so this bathroom will be up and running basically as soon as we can get that liquid reservoir. And then all of our oxygen will turn back online. We do also want idle dupes, let's avoid that. We do also want to eventually get this pantry set up. We have the CO2 accumulating in here. Not a whole lot, so not quite enough yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, I think we're going to set up a couple more farm plots. Just to build up a little bit more food production. Because eventually we are going to take on another dupe, and that's going to strain what we have here. So I like having a little bit more excess than we have now. We want to get the pantry set up, that way we're not just losing a bunch of food. But I think we'll get there sort of on time, the way things are going. And copy some settings. Perfect. Nice. The stress should go down as soon as Stinky starts visiting the Great Hall. And then we'll be good. I think while we're at it, we are going to start setting up the rest of our lavatories. So we're going to have a second one here, ultimately. We're going to have another sink right here. So I think we're going to go sink, sink, lavatory, lavatory. Oh no, did I space this out incorrectly? Sink, sink, lavatory, lavatory. Oh no. Lavatory, sink, sink, lavatory, lavatory. Yeah, there's no way around it. I spaced it incorrectly. Alright, whatever. That's fine. We will make do. Let's deconstruct these then. And build them in their proper locations. Can't believe I got that wrong. Oh yeah, he's stressed. Look at him. Stinky. Don't worry, my boy. Once you get your food break, your morale will shoot right up. You'll be happy again. New duplicants. None of you have diver's lungs. That's the stipulation for this run. We only bring in people with diver's lungs. We bring in all people with diver's lungs. This is how evolution occurs. Alright. Reject all. We haven't even really been giving up that much, though. These guys have been mostly pretty bad. This time I would probably take this guy. He's actually fine, but in previous duplicate rejections, they were all pretty bad. They had some roughly terrible traits. Do one of these. And we will also build this manual airlock again. Alright. There we go. While we're at it, liquid pipe. How about we get some of that liquid pipe going up here? Perfect. Alright, working towards that improved plumbing and the liquid reservoir that comes with it. That'll turn our oxygen back online. We still have a good amount of oxygen here. This is a lot. Pump is pumping. Working on that research. Stinky, why isn't your stress going down? Stinky, have you not... What is going on? Your stress is going down. High morale. Okay, that's fine. Just double checking, Stinky. Because once we have this in place, this is a huge morale boost. This is morale plus 6. That's a lot for just a building. Get rid of you. That is a lot for a building. I mean, by contrast, having themselves a barracks gives them 1 morale. Having them a latrine gives them 1 morale. Even when we complete this... Yeah, we have industrial machinery in here for right now, which is not ideal, but we're going to move it up here eventually. Alright, do we need to mop this up? Is that what I'm seeing here? I suppose it is. Alright. Oh, we actually have a little bit extra right here. Okay. Maybe not quite yet. You know what, though? We do also just need them to finish this airlock, and having the water up here is actually kind of convenient. So let's just mop up. Unreachable mop. Oh, because I need to deconstruct this. Okay. That's fine. Looking good. This is a little ugly. This is temporary, just because we want initial thing of water to get these all going, and so we kind of drained it from here. Mopping up. Slowly but surely. This cuts down on the efficiency of using this system that we used right here to kind of drain this water down, but it is accomplishing all the things we want to accomplish slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're getting there. We can cancel this dig order for now. I just did this in case we wanted to expand this pitcher pump out a little bit. Auto bottle is on. We're just waiting for them. Yep. Now we have the polluted oxygen going, which will go into these deodorizers and start making our oxygen for us. And everything will be hunky-dory. I guess we put a little bit too much water in here, basically last time. Just a little bit too much water. Oh, and while we're at it, we do want to start making some progress down here. Set these up. Because we do want this eventually to get done. So we want to break in through here, turn this into oxygen, start working our way to this chlorine, which we're going to use to disinfect basically this entire area. It will push some polluted oxygen up here, but that's fine. Because we're setting up this airlock where we're going to have all this extra chlorine dumped down. And that's going to be the easy way of dealing with this caustic biome, I think. Yeah, we're getting close. This should also provide a nice morale boost and bring stress down a little bit faster. I think we're pretty much set for stress now. It's going to be a little bit higher because we're having them start to go through this water, which is getting them soaking wet and raising their stress. But eventually it'll pay off. Alright, I think I'm going to cut things here. A lot of work done. Oxygen coming back online. We're going to have the restroom up and running as soon as we have the liquid reservoir done. We have more than enough food for everybody. We're setting up slowly our airlocks. We're getting there. This is a vacuum for now. Yeah, let's turn off auto bottling here. We have enough water now. And yeah, everything looking pretty good. Getting all of our sort of early mid-game stuff done. Basic oxygen production before we go on to, oxidizers and whatnot. We've got our lavatories getting set up with some machinery in here to make it go for the moment, but we're going to move that over to here as soon as we have this going. Get our stress slowly getting managed. Stinky's getting a little bit upset that we keep on making him go through this water. But we even have this pantry starting to come along. Slowly getting the CO2 we need in there to keep the food fresh. So cut things here and see you in the next episode.